everybody, Felicia Day here, and today I want to talk about writing because it's become the greatest joy in my life, and that is a huge transformation from before when it was so hard to do. I want to talk a little bit about that process, and hopefully some of it will help you and your creativity yourself, and if not, well, hopefully I'll have some good stories. I will say since 2020, my whole life has changed with regard to writing. I was able to write Third Eye, my Audible original that came out last year. I got The Last Daughter of Sparta that I started writing in 2021 coming out. Right now I'm working on 2 book proposals, a follow-up to my memoir, a novel, and also the Guild reunion movie. Yes, I'm juggling a lot of things right now. In addition to being a mom and acting on a pilot and discovering I have a 5-centimeter ovarian cyst that, why is that there? We'll figure it out. Anyway, we're on it. I will say that the greatest blessing in my journey of the last 5 years becoming, I think, an actual writer is just changing my mindset with how I approach the work. I don't know if you guys read my first biography, but boy, oh boy, did I not have a good process when I was writing the Guild for the first 6 years. It was torture. I would grind, I would second guess, I would start over and again. I would cry, I would go to some friends, I would have them help me out of a hole. I would get depressed. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. I wrote the first season of the Guild kind of in a vacuum, and suddenly overnight I'm super popular and the pressure was too much for me. I was unable to write for myself and my own pleasure because the pressure of everybody made me want to just do more, faster, better. It was awful. Everything pretty much changed in 2019 when I wrote this creativity book, Embrace Your Weird. I'm not trying to sell you books, I'm just telling you what happened in my life. I had a baby and I felt completely lost. I had no idea who I was anymore. I left my company. The Guild was over. I had no identity. Everything felt so hard. And I started doing a bunch of self-help books to try to figure out who I was as an artist, a person, anything. But you know, a lot of them didn't resonate with me because they were very ooey groovy and like, oh, find your inner, like, no, thank you. I want some fart jokes. So I decided to write my own book. There's lots of like ways that you're supposed to write in the book. You're supposed to tear it up. A lot of people refuse to do that. You should do it. The theme of this book is about uncovering your unique identity, because I think that's the key to doing anything artistic. Knowing who you are and what you want to say, and making sure that what you want to say is important enough for you to get through the hard stuff, because creating is very hard. I will say that I went and read the chapter on procrastination in order to get started on the Guild movie and other things. But just really the zeitgeist in this book is to work fast and think less, which is what I need in all parts of my life, but especially in my creativity. In fact, I was thinking maybe we do one of the first exercises together so you can see like how fun it is to sort of let loose like that. There's a whole section on how to use the book. And the first exercise, which again, right in the book, you guys, we're gonna do the first exercise together. You just open the front door and a dinosaur in a tuxedo lunges for your face. Fill up the page with what comes to mind. Incomplete sentences, drawings, fine, go. You have 5 minutes, put a timer on and go. You guys are gonna do this with me, right? Well, I'll never know. We'll fast forward, it'll be fine. Okay, I did it. Okay, you guys, this is what I did. There's a lot of things to talk about here. I'm doing an online date with this and he's like, bonjour madame, oui. So I think he's lunging for my face because he wants to kiss me like French people do. But I'm not okay with it. No, never do online dating again. You don't look like your profile pic. This is not cool. I like how I didn't have enough room to do home sweet home, so it's just home sweet. And the only thing in my house is a computer. This guy, for some reason, a T-Rex does not have a belly button. I don't believe they're mammals. And he's like saucy. He's really leaning in this way. I might be a zombie. Who knows? Clearly not an artist, but it was really fun to do that exercise. And I really think that the spirit of we're just having fun, we're breaking rules, we're making up stuff as we go along. I can't believe the stuff that's coming out of my mouth. That is the vibe that you want in all of your first draft work. That's something that I truly believe in. I come from improv, comedy improv. That's where I started. I did that before I started writing anything. And being able to get around the censor in my brain, the one that's afraid of being weird or an outcast or do something wrong or do something that people won't like, getting around that barrier in my brain is the key to everything. I recently bought this new book by Linda Berry. She has a book called Syllabus that really influenced the creation of Embrace Your Weird. I highly recommend you pick it up. I bought this book for myself, but my daughter saw it and wanted to read it, and I started reading it to her. And this has been a revolution. She is, again, just like me, she's afraid to make mistakes. She's a perfectionist, and she'd rather not do anything if she can't do it well. The exercises in this book that we do together are so much fun. It's like, do a scribble. I simplify all the stuff in here a lot with her, and we tend to only do just the exercises, but like 4 drawings in 12 minutes. Draw yourself surfing with a shark. Close your eyes and try to draw something. This book is so much fun and so valuable for her. She started picking up a notebook and started drawing her own graphic novels just after doing some of the exercises in the book, because it taught her there is fun to be had. There's no rules, and having that spirit in your work is really important. So if you have a kid and you want to do a project with them, get this book, simplify it a little bit, do the exercises with them, and I really believe that it's going to allow them and you to have an incredible moment with your kid, but also be able to make stuff and really tap that spirit of what creativity is about. All right, well, please, if you guys did that exercise with me, post and link to me and make a comment. I want to see what you guys did. I never really actually did this with my book at the time, so I think it's really fun. In bringing this back around, I've approached the Guild movie in a way that makes it fun for me again. And I'm doing some outrageous stuff in the draft that I know won't make it to the end. I mean, it's like 100 pages already. I'm only halfway through. A lot of this stuff is going to be cut. A lot of it is just process, but this is the thing I've learned. The end result has nothing to do with creativity. It is the process of the creativity that is the most valuable. The process levels you up. The process makes you stronger. The process gets you into your own body in a way that you can further define what it is that you have to say and why it's so special and needs to be out there in the world. Okay, I'll be talking about the Guild movie a lot. We're gonna be doing crowdfunding next year, but really this was just about sharing that I like writing now. I'm not scared of it. I don't have like a clenching gut when I think, oh, you gotta do some pages together. I'm just like, hey, carve out some time, do a little bit. At the end, you'll get through it if you do a little bit a day. All right, peace out everybody. I'll see you later. Bye.